Hello, Leo. It's your turn for Mercury Retrograde energy reading. I hope you guys are doing well. We just had a new moon in Pisces, and for the Mercury retrograde, it's going into Pisces. So do keep in mind, try to stay safe. There's a lot of weird energies going on with the planet and stuff, so keep in mind with your emotions. And do the best you can. Anyways, what I'm doing this week for the energy reading is basically the first few cards are basically what are you projecting out into the world? What are you doing? And then the bottom cards right here, what's going on with you inside. And then the other cards to the side is basically what are you trying to tell the world? What are you trying to say to a person, situation? And so pretty much I already shuffled the cards. So, and then this was at the bottom, the Hangman. Let's get into it. Alright, so you came with the Eight of Wands, the King of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the World card in reverse. I'm feeling like some of you guys have gotten this other sign. Aries got this. You could be dealing with an Aries. But I feel like with the Hangman, you're kind of in a stuck situation. Maybe you're giving too much to situation and how you view the world and how you project yourself. You're kind of feeling stagnant right now and stuck. I'm feeling like hanging out, trying to, do the best you can. But I feel like with the Eight of Wands, there's no communication. Maybe with you and another person, it's kind of like lack. No one's giving, no one's receiving in that, I'm feeling. Also, too, you got the King of Cups. It could be dealing with another wilder sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Maybe you're trying to give an opportunity to someone, but it seems like for some reason the communication isn't getting back to them, or you're not giving it can go either or. Like, you're not talking, you're not communicating. But I do feel like, if you're dealing with a water sign, they have their heart open to the possibilities, or you have your heart full of possibilities, but there's no communication. And then with the seven of cups could be implying that, you don't have any options right now. It could be unclear, not sure on your direction in life. But with the world card, it could be, either way you look at it, things are changing. Maybe in a good way, maybe in a bad way. It's really up to you, I feel like, and I feel like what you're trying to project out into the world, you want balance, you want harmony, you want things to work clear. And maybe it is having a hard time with communication when it comes to people you love, people you care about. And, you don't really have a clear point on when it comes to your direction, I feel like. What's going on with you inside is the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Four of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Strength card in reverse. So I feel like things are changing when it comes to family dynamic, when it comes to your communication, how you perceive the world, what you're trying to do in the world. And I feel like, with this Four of Swords, there's a lot of maybe guilt, shame, criticism. A lot of that has to do with things in our thoughts. Maybe how you're coming across to people, you feel harsh things coming at you. The swords are piercing to the heart, piercing to each of, everything within you. And it's just, it hurts. So maybe someone that loves you, maybe a water sign, this water sign hurts you in some way. Maybe you feel like things were said that weren't right. So there's just kind of this block communication with them. And then with the Knight of Pentacles, it could be, you have opportunities coming to you. You want to open up something new. Maybe you're wanting to start something new. And that comes with, the different choices you have and the different things you want. But also, too, with the Strength card, which is your card, the Leo, maybe you have no strength, maybe no power in control of what happens to you. Maybe the unknown, and that you're kind of eerie about, you're unsure about. And then what you want to say to the world, what you want to say to people, you got the Hermit in reverse, the Justice, and then the Nine of Swords, and then the Queen of Swords. So I feel with that, you could possibly be dealing with a Virgo, a Libra, also another air sign too. I just feel like with Hermit, sometimes when our communication doesn't come right, sometimes it's best to keep things inside, but also too with the Hermit, I feel like you're going within, trying to stabilize when it comes to your communication, when it comes to those that you love and care about, that you're really having to just really do inventory, really do healing, and that you've been healing, when it comes to your words, when it comes to those who matter the most to you. I feel like with the Justice card, there could have been something that was injustice and imbalance in some way, maybe in your relationship, maybe when it comes to those that you love. And then with the Nine of Swords, it could be implying that, it's hard to decide on this opportunity that you want, or maybe it's hard when you give to something that nothing seems clear. So maybe you're just tired of giving to something that seems like an illusion to you or seems pointless in some way. And then with the Queen of Swords, it could be that, you're just done. You're done trying to, like, I don't know, it's kind of conflicting. Like, you want to speak your truth, but I feel like right now you're kind of not speaking right now. You're kind of like in your, um, you're just keeping to yourself. I feel like, maybe you come across as a little harsh, cold, because usually that would be coldness. So maybe you're just coming a little cold because you're like, you're tired of fighting, you're tired of explaining yourself. And you just have to stay true to yourself. Maybe that's what it is. Stay true to yourself, even if you don't agree with something. But I'm feeling like things are changing when it comes to relationship, when it comes to how you speak to people, and I feel like you have to balance it out. The way you love may not be the way other people love, and I feel like whatever this water sign, was conflicting to your and gave you a lot of anxiety or maybe depression a little bit, kept you up at night, you have to balance it out. So I feel like, do try to keep inventory of what's going on with you and just try to do some healing this week. That's what I'm feeling. It's kind of confusing, but that's what I'm feeling for you, Leo. Bye bye.